So this is called the I feel like crap exercise snack. The idea is just to come in at a relatively low intensity. If you're not feeling very well, if you're feeling stiff from working all day, just to basically get you moving through all your joints so that you feel less crap, I hope. You won't need any equipment for this one. Let's get started. So what I want you to do is take your feet somewhere around hip width to shoulder width apart. We're going to do a squat, like so. I don't care if it's very low. Today is all about doing what you feel like doing. As we squat down, I want you to reach towards the floor. From here, I'm going to get you to step forwards, reach up to the ceiling, turn your chest to the ceiling, and then step back. Reach down again, go into your squat, switch legs, reach up. So squat, reach to the floor, step forwards, reach to the ceiling, and just keep that going. Nice and steady. Don't worry, like I said, about how low you get. You can start by also taking a little bit of a smaller step and breathing. I don't really care when you breathe, just as long as you do, basically. Wherever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to do 2 more. Last time here. Okay, we're going to continue stepping forward. However, as we do, we're now going to reach down. So I'm going to step forward with my leg. And once I'm here, I'm going to reach my hands down inside, then outside my front leg. So you step first. Not very much bend in that knee if possible. Reach inside and outside, and then step back. So I'll show you from the side as well. Again, take a smaller step. You're struggling with balance, so I can start just by coming here, inside, outside, and come back. Like so. You're feeling, oh yeah, balance is fine for me. Can take a little bit of a bigger step. Again, notice I'm not going into a deep lunge. I'm not kind of dropping down. I'm keeping my knee not completely locked out. You can have a little bit of a softness there. A little bit of a bend. But I'm not bending it too much. Like so. So really let your back round over. So I'm not trying to keep really straight spine. I want you to just let it kind of relax. Let yourself fold over the leg. And continue breathing, that old thing. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. Last one. And then take a little breather there. Okay, we have a sideways step with a sideways bend. So if I step to the side with this leg, my same arm is going to come up and over. Again, you don't need to take a hecking great lengthy step. You can keep that quite small. And I'm aiming for as much bend in my body as I can. So let's try that together. So I step side, bend over. I want to make sure that my chest is facing you and not looking down at the floor, okay? Let's go for 2 more, and then we're going to add to it. So now, I'm going to go for my step to the side with that same bend. I'm going to step back together. Whichever leg stepped out, I'm then going to take it back and behind me here, and I'm going to step and bring my arm over, same arm over in the same way. So I go out to the side, bring that arm over and bend, and then step back and behind into a little curtsy, and bend over the same way. Keep that going. and behind. Keep that moving. We'll make this our last round, and then we'll swap to the other side. Okay, well done there. So let's go straight in to stepping to the side and then stepping back and behind. So swapping the leg and the arm, step side, come up and over, back together, step back and behind, up and over. Well done, keep that going. And back and behind. You should feel a little bit of a stretch coming down the side of your body. Don't worry if you wobble. When I step back and behind, I'm actually just putting my heel down there. So I've got a little bit more balance. You don't have to step back onto your toe. It's a little bit harder to balance, but you can if you want to. But just for today, in the name of I feel like crap workout, we're not making things too tricky for ourselves. This is our last round. And rest there. Okay, so we're keeping this side bend action, but we are going to try and amp it up just a little bit and try and challenge your balance slightly. So I step sideways. We're actually going to reach over with the opposite arm this time. So whichever leg you stepped out with, bend in this knee, opposite arm comes up and over. I'm going to try and hold my weight over this leg, do a little lift up with my other one, and then come back. Now, if that feels, oh my God, I'm going to fall over, I want you to make sure that you've got something to press your hand against, for example, my friendly wall. So I come into my lunge, hand on the wall, I reach over, lift my leg, and then come out of it. That's going to do the same thing. You could use the back of a chair, just give you a little bit more support as you go into that leg raise. All right, let's go for it. So we lunge, reach, lift, and then come back. Lunge, reach, lift, and then come back, using whatever you need to help your balance. Don't worry if you fall. I'll have to, for example, well, do worry if you fall. I'd rather you didn't fall. But if you have to, put the foot down at any point, you have a wobble, that's absolutely fine, It happens. We expect some wobbling here. And again, you can take a much smaller step, because that's going to make it, oh, hello, a little bit easier as well, she says. And she has a little bit of a wobble, but like this. Okay, let's swap to the other side. So coming over, reach, lift, and then back. So quite a lot of core here. When I feel like crap, I like to really move my spine, get my shoulders just feeling a little bit more like they've moved through the available ranges that they can. And I'm working my legs, I'm getting my hips to move, my knees to move, my ankles, but I'm not I'm not aiming for my lowest range today. I don't really care about really challenging that, because we're just trying to feel a little bit better. That's the only goal. It is still a little bit of a workout. You'll feel a little bit warmer after this, but it should just be quite nice. Let's go one more together. And then we're basically there. We don't have too much more to do. Okay, chill for a second. Okay, so we're going to start with a step forward, and my opposite arm is going to reach up and across whichever leg I stepped forward on. It's a bit like I'm trying to cover my mouth with my arm, and I'm turning my body. And then I'm going to step back, bend my knees a little bit, and swing that arm back behind me. So show you from the side as well. I step forward, opposite hand comes across, I step back, little squat, swing the arm behind me, step forward, reach across, staying on the same leg. Let's keep doing that together. So step forward, reach, come back, take the arm back, keep that going. Making sure you can really turn. We want to start getting some rotation through the spine. So here, I'm really turning my body, and as I swing my arm back, I'm looking towards my hand, so I can get a good turn in my torso, and get my shoulder moving through that extension as well. Last time on this side. And then let's swap. So opposite arm, opposite leg. So come forward, reach across, step back, look towards your hand. Look towards your hand the whole time, pretty well. Remembering to bend your knees as that arm swings back behind you. Few more. Last two coming up. One more time. And relax there for a second. Okay, we've got a crossover step, so I'm stepping forward and across with my front leg. Once again, you can be a little bit easier on yourself by just taking a really small step forward, okay? So rather than stepping straight, we're just coming a little bit across. I want your arms out, palms facing forward. As you step forward and across, we're going to rotate over that front leg. As I step back to where I started, rotating the other way. So I want you to really aim to get as much motion through your arms as you can, so as much rotation as I can. So if you look here, as I step back, I'm really taking that back arm behind me. Again, looking over my fingers, so I can get as much movement in my upper body as I can. We're going to do one more. Whee, nearly fell. Okay, going to swap to the other side. Have a little shake out, because weirdly just holding your arms up there is tiring. So cross over with the other leg, palms facing forward. Turn over your front leg. Rotate back as you step the feet together. Looking towards your back fingers as you step back in. Go for two, and last time. Well done. Okay, last move of the day. We're going to slightly wind down a little bit, just go for a nice shoulder and neck stretch. So I want you to find a wall. Let's have the fingers facing back behind you. Now here, what we're going to do, step forward with the same leg. Once I'm there, I want your shoulder be pulled away from your ear. Once I'm there, I'm just going to take my head, my ear away from the arm that's on the wall. So I'm taking ear to this shoulder and then step back. Let's do that again. So step forward into that stretch. Enjoy that stretch for a second. And then I move my head, come back. So step forward, enjoy that stretch, and then come over. Let's go for two more. This is such a lovely one to do if you're just feeling really stressed and you want a little bit of a shoulder and head stretch. And relax there. I can't help but kind of close my eyes as I do it, because it's like, so nice. Okay, other side. So step forward, shoulder away from ear, and then leaning over. Oh my God, so good. Keep going. So shoulder away from ear here, and then take it away. Whew. We're going to do two more, and then you were done, and you hopefully feel a little bit less crap. That is the goal. And rest there. And even if you don't feel wonderfully better, you've done yourself an absolute solid by moving a little bit more today. So well done you. Great effort.